Hello everybody, this is the Angry Belgian and welcome to my review of Dynasty Warriors 8, where I will be saying if it's a good port or not, because officially Dynasty Warriors 8 was a console release, never to be expected to be released on PC, and I was actually quite surprised when I saw the game listed on the coming soon list of Steam. So of course, me being a huge Dynasty Warriors fan, which in no way will help this review whatsoever, because there are mistakes in this game, I'll admit that. But aside from that, first in the beginning, I'll go over the settings list, where you can basically have like display. It's like the map, auto, manual, health bars, all the normal stuff you see on the console is the same on PC in that regard. Let's go back. Controller. Now, this is not as easy. Because what the hell they were thinking, I don't know. Because, okay, look at these buttons. Normal attack, a J, and then an... Okay, I understand it's like they want to do it with that, but that's not sufficient, guys. It's so difficult to use. And then you would think, oh, I connect the controller to it. I'm currently using the controller. I'll admit, I'm using the controller. But, and then it's like, wait, but where the hell are my button controls? No, the button controls made sense. I tried to make them make a little bit of sense, but it did not work. Let's see if I can show it. Button settings. Gamepad, none on this one, so I don't know what we're doing with this. It is nice to see that happen once in a while, that the control support is not that great, but still, you would think it's a hack and slash game basically. Control support would be highly advised, because it's a lot more fun to play with controller, in my honest opinion. You can play it with mouse and keyboard. Actually, with keyboard, I don't mind that. I've done that in the past where I didn't have a controller, but I prefer to play this with a controller, I'll admit that. Then, now, the sound options, pretty basic: music, sound effects, voice volume. You can test out the sound test and all that, and the music is for me always on. Reset officers, save, load. Graphics options is the most important part. The game can go in full screen or windowed. It sadly enough doesn't have a borderless. I would love to have seen a borderless window mode, but it does not exist. You have a texture filter, which is pretty nice to see. The console didn't have this. They really put in some extra stuff for PC, and that's nice to see from time to time, because if I go to the advanced graphics settings, you can see quality. I did customize, so I can change everything to maximum. I'll list my PC details for this PC in the description, so you can kind of compare it to yours. Some regards of this PC, which I'm currently recording on, are quite high. Other parts are just medium. But enough for gaming. It's not my powerful PC. Okay, so you also have basically four modes to play in. You have story mode, so basically you have the tutorial, you have the Lubu story mode. Lubu, in this version on the PC, you automatically have Lubu. You don't have to unlock him at Hula Gate like you normally have to do. You have Wei, you have Wu, you have Shu, you have Jin, which I don't know anything about. I haven't touched them yet. And you have other. Okay, free mode is just what you think it would be. Select stage, just all the battles. Change officers, you can choose your officers. I've grinded a little bit on this game. I will show you how much I've grinded. The out channel, Lubu, Dong Zhao. Him I haven't touched yet, neither have, but all the rest has been touched. The daughter of Lubu, oh, she's so nice. Officer settings, bodyguard settings. Gameplay settings, where you can put the difficulty chaos for this one, but I'm not going to play here. Then you have ambition mode, develop your camp. That basically is the conquest, like we had in previous Empire Dynasty Warriors. And challenge mode, just, yeah, challenges. Gallery, where you can see the movies and all that. Ooh. Yeah. Way I have none. Shoot. See, this one, the Brink of Devastation and Dream Horizon. Luber ending, Ambition Mode ending, opening. Oh, that one I haven't seen yet, but that's for another time for me. Then you have the Encyclopedia. Man, that was the thing in my end. But let's go in Ambition Mode, because Ambition Mode shows the most of the game, to be honest. Because Story Mode is just, it's story, you fight, that's it. Ambition Mode, some more stuff comes looking after it. So, what does the game all feature? If you go to, as you can see, oh, this is still the Japanese style, my apologies. Let me change that real quick. Set campy and feudal style. Okay, so this is the normal looks of the village. Of course, I have everything maxed out already. I've grinded a lot out of this. So, this is Lubu. And if you go to the main menu, you'll see Officer Info, Camp Management, Change Officer, Options, Save and Quit. On Officer Info, you can change your weapons. You can equip 2 weapons at once. Well, the first weapon, the X, is basically the main weapon actually of the character. I always take that because if you do your special, it will be that weapon you're using. Anyway, it's not the weapon you're wielding, it's your X weapon that's always your special. Weapon 2, well, that's also something. You have compatibility. If it's 4 stars, the weapon works really great with you. You do way more damage, as you can see, attack increase. And it does really help a lot in harder battles. See, a club, Trinrod, Tonfa, so all that. There was actually a weapon I really liked, but where the hell has it gone to? The glass. Which one? With this one. No. So then you can equip skills like increase critical hits, increase damage, increase attack range, all that, increase health, increase defense. That's a bonus to filling your rage gauge and all that. So they added some extra stuff to the other Dynasty Warrior games I've actually played. Animals, well, you can get a lot of different animals, all with their special stats. I have a lot of pandas, but I'll show you why that is later on. And then you have pre-show, this is the DLC animals. Move list, bodyguard settings, here you can choose your bodyguards. But I'll not be playing with Lubu. Change outfit, Dynasty Warrior 7, I don't like that outfit at all actually, but you know what, I'll take it for once. Okay. Camp Management, here you'll see you have facilities like a blacksmith that you can buy weapons, academies to increase your levels, which I've kind of been using on some characters to be honest. But I grinded already a lot out of this game. When I basically got it, I've been playing this almost non-stop. So you can upgrade these, but you need those facility materials, which I found a really easy way to basically grind out of the game. I'll tell you that later on in the video. You can assign supervisors. It doesn't really do anything assigning supervisors except that you can talk to them. That's all. Camp symbol, like camp team is like you've seen. It changed the looks of my camp. Allies, you'll see all the officers. Bonds, you can sort by strongest. As you can see, the daughter of Lubu is the one who I have the strongest bond with because she's basically an as my bodyguard. So as you can see, he's Dao-chan. I put a supervisor blacksmith. If you talk to her, she just says stuff. The blacksmith, fully upgraded, just where you can buy weapons. The barracks, damn, I already sent them out, so. Oh yeah. Change officer. Oh no, I was actually going to try that one out. Where's Lubu? Okay. So, the minister is basically, here you have the organized departing units. It's to go to war with on other organizations like regions. As you can see, I've already conquered the Zhongyan area. Now it's the Jiangdong that I'm doing. Then you have the other ones, all that. But I'll be showing one later. The guards. hard. Let's do hard for once. Let's see which one I'm going to do. The materials. It's the best way to showcase you how I've been quickly gaining those materials. This is some little tips from me. Oh, you. No, I'm staying with the flail. Way better with it. What the hell hit me? Well, this is at maximum level. This is how quickly I can take them down. Otherwise, it's a pain in the ass, to be honest. So, let's go a little bit quicker. I'll rush this for once. See, as you see there, in those boxes I got a facility material. There's also another material which you can get, weapon materials, and I'll be showcasing you later why they're actually in the game. Not for much use, to be honest, but they're in the game. And the battle is won. But that's because I did the special Musou attack. Musou attacks are really powerful attacks, but I did it together with Lu Bu, which basically made an enhanced Musou attack, which does a lot more damage. So, gems acquired, blah blah, I already know all this. Return to camp. Okay, so I'll be showcasing you now what the barracks is. The barracks is pretty simple, pretty straightforward. You pay to conquer regions where you get rewards. As you could have seen, I got some materials from it, a panda, and all of that. So that's basically what the barracks is, nothing more to it. The stables is to basically get better horses or other beasts. The academy is where you can do XP increases, health increase, attack increase, and defense increase. That's the only way you can actually get your attack and defense of your character to both 1500. Otherwise, it's impossible. Not even Lu Bu, the most powerful character in the game, gets stats that high. Now I'll be showcasing you what the merchant is, which is actually the cheap way. Exchange materials. Weapon materials are not used by anything at all in this game. And early on in the game, you have a ratio of 2 weapon materials for one facility, one weapon material for 2 facility materials. So you just exchange your weapon materials, you get 2 facility materials, and that way you can quickly level your facilities, basically. That's what I was doing, and afterwards you can basically just sell them. As I'll probably be selling my pandas now. I have way too many pandas and I don't use them. Oh yeah, you can also buy animals here, a panda, tiger, maple, it depends from time to time what you get. A farmer basically just gives you gold, 10,000, because I haven't collected in 2 turns. The tea house sells items which can improve your stats during a match. Like here for example, you either can have a health, an attack or a defense surplus during that specific battle, but that's about it. And that's what you paid gold for. Like if maybe you want to do it on the ultimate difficulty and want to make sure you can survive it. So those are the facilities except one. This is the training ground. I will showcase you what it does. Training ground. Let's just put him in it. If I put him in it and if he wasn't max level, he would be leveling in that location. That's basically what the training ground does. Every time I fight a battle, he levels after that. And that's what he does. So, now let's go to the minister and do one of those big battles. Jiangdong. I'll do Jianye. I start this on beginner mode. I do this for a specific reason. I can do the more difficult ones, but I'm of the opinion beginner mode I'll do it to quickly unlock the enemies. And afterwards I'll just do it on a hard difficulty to get more percentage. It's a quick way of gaining stuff in this game. It's kind of abusing the system. So, now, I have a showcase you in the last battle. If you're in a battle and you press pause, that's whatever battle it is in, you'll see battlefield info. Here you can see all the officers on the map. All the major officers, of course, and of course your guardians. Also of the enemy, as you can see. And this is the enemy commander. That's the guy I need to defeat. You can command bodyguards. You can command bodyguards to guard you. Mobilize, they'll just go on their own and attack. Secure locations and allied charge. I'll showcase you what an allied charge does. I will showcase you later what an allied charge does. Let's see. Need you there. And now they'll go on their own. I'll silently stalk Lubu.
Be sure to stay out of my way.
Damn, he walks fast compared to me.
We shall show the enemy how fierce we can be.
Defend this position as if it were your final battle.
And soon... Wait. Come on, use your ability, Lubu. Come on, use it. Yeah, Lubu just summoned an entire army just to fight here. That's what it basically does. And so you can basically coordinate your bodyguards to specific regions of the map. If they get there, they'll fight for you. And it's a really handy feature, in my opinion. It's what the other games kind of missed. You basically couldn't appoint bodyguards. Sometimes you had bodyguards, but you couldn't change the course of a battlefield in that regard. Because I sometimes can change the course with a battlefield on hard difficulty with using my bodyguards. Okay, time to capture this. And what's also pretty important here is the subjugation percentage. Oh, they are just flying already. That's not that good. You're coming with me back, Lubu. And that's what I generally always do, is like, I'll send Lubu out and just make him my bodyguard after that. Okay. Time to go in a killing spree now. 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I kind of always know these comments out of my head pretty quickly. I always study them in these games because, well, it's kind of a hack and slash, so hack and slash always depend on combos. Well, you were waiting for your death, so I just killed you. Can't say I didn't do what you wanted.
It's kind of cute seeing you in action. Yes, I have captured this territory.
I don't have as many kills as I wanted to. Come on, fight me. Oh, so somebody, as you could see, somebody was defeated in my team, and after the match, that means I basically lost that person. So I would have to replace him. I can come across him again and recruit him again, but I currently lost him. Same can happen, for example, no, not Shengun, because he loses, I lose this, but for example, Xiaohaodun is a major officer in my army at the moment, but if I lose him, if he loses now, I basically lose him until I basically do a normal battle to the gatehouse and reclaim him. Until then, I basically lose him. And basically weapons. But the only way I can get better weapons is if I do these specific characters, the special missions on Chaos, and do a specific objective to get their weapons. Lubu, for example, has a mission to get his 5th level weapon, which is really powerful. You need to do a special objective in Xiapi Castle, the defense of Xiapi Castle, which is his last campaign mission on Heart of Chaos. And you need to make sure some people don't defect, then you can get it. So there's a really grindy system in this game, I'll admit that, but if there's not a grindy system, why would you keep on playing? Because if you want to become the best, you need these things. And this is how quickly at level 150 I can clear this. Level 20 I could do it at almost the same speed. It depends on the kind of weapon you have. Because what I did first was, I played some free mode battles. I leveled my Lubu character. So then I went up to story mode, which you could get real good weapons really quickly. And that's how most of the time I do it in these games. Oh, I unlocked no major officer. That's sad. But yeah, that is basically ambition mode in a nutshell. In the beginning, of course, ambition mode starts entirely different. You don't fight for those parts, because first you have to build this temple for the Emperor, where my Emperor lives in. He has given me 2 things already. Blades. The normal sword. He has given me the Emperor's Blade, which is actually really powerful, I have to admit. I'm surprised by it. Sadly enough, it doesn't work on this character. And an animal. He also gave me the Harrier. And it's also other stuff you can get from the Emperor, but I have to look into it. Now, also, the best horse in the game is Red Hair. I have the special edition of it, but normally, the way to get Red Hair in this game is you have to speak to this guard, and you have to do 60 consecutive battles without going back to your camp. But every single time you complete such a battle and you go back to a new battle, it becomes increasingly more difficult. I sometimes had difficulty after 30 battles with Lubu, but that was still on the level 100. Maybe now, I don't know now, but I haven't been really focusing on that. And that's on beginner level. They become increasingly difficult. I don't want to know what it is on ultimate then. Change officer. As you can see, I can change officers. I can't change to these because, well, they're currently supervisor of facilities. For example, this guy. This guy's main weapon is a staff, and I just gave him a different weapon. This is Lubu, of course, my most favorite character. But the game, well, I have to say, for a port, the game is pretty good. It's not too horrible. It's not the worst port I've ever seen. It could use some improvements on your hardware, because I was constantly looking at my FPS while battling that, while recording, because recording takes away FPS, of course. And I barely got over 30 FPS, and if you see my graphics card in the list below, you'll kind of wonder how is that possible. So there are some things with the game I doubt, but we might see more games. Maybe they'll optimize them more now with consoles being kind of the same as PCs, actually being the same as PCs. If you want to know more about that, I will be making a video about that pretty soon, an entire discussion video about it. I might invite a guest to talk with me about it, but you'll know about it. So, to give this game a score, even though I really, that's my controller basically shut itself down, but I really like Dynasty Warriors games, but I can only give this game a 6.5 on 10. I can't give it more. And that's even with me really being a fanboy of this series. I've played every Dynasty Warriors game, even every Orochi, every Samurai Warriors game and all that, so... And I only give it that much. Would I say buy it at its current price? Hell no. I would say wait maybe till it's like, what, $10, $5, then €5, then get it. It's a really fun game. You invest, okay, you have to invest a lot of time in it, but if you can do it and you really find it fun, wait till it's on a discount and get it, but not at its full price. But for the rest, I'll be stopping this video and I'll probably continue playing this game because, well, I do love Dynasty Warriors. This is the Angry Belgian, and this was my review of Dynasty Warriors 8 Extreme Legends.